You know what time it is. I know what time it is. It is time to once again, I don't know how many times I've done this, but to release the schedule for our Long Song Saturday coming up in the month of June. And I gotta tell you, it just as an aside, it is getting really hot down here. Like really hot. That's why you're gonna see a lot more tank tops, because even in the house, it gets a little bit warm. But anyways, you're not here to talk about temperature or my attire, but what you are here for is the June 2024 Long Song Saturday schedule. I always say it, but I'm going to say it one more time. I think I have a good lineup coming up. So I'm curious as to what you all think. These are all recommendations from you all, so it's your fault. Just kidding. But all right. So anyways, we have 5 Saturdays to cover this month in June, so let's go ahead and get into what is coming up. Starting off, I think with a bang, we're going to go ahead and listen to this particular album that's been suggested, I believe, from Nomis Nestrel, Spooky Love Cookie, which I love, Frank Pentagelli, Bob Delp, Sandy Miller, Donald Anderson, Michael Frank, Little City Girl, Ignatz Muskrat, Bob Holtzman, Brumley Twitch, Rich G, Minity Joe, the list goes on, Martin Taylor, it goes on from there, James Hansen, Darius. All right, so this is going to be the album released in 1972. This is a 5th studio album from this English musician. Genres, rock and pop. That's what it tells me, and that's what we're given. And what are we given on the 1st of June? That will be a little album called Honky Chateau by Mr. Elton John. So that is what we're going to be doing for the first Saturday of June, the full album listen and review of Honky Chateau by Elton John. After that, we're moving on into June 8th. We're going in a different direction here. We're going to listen to this piece of music, this symphony, some would say. Actually, all would say. That came out, or at least, was first performed in 1813. This has been suggested by David Emery, Porfel Popnicker, Jay McGee, David Lane, David Tate, Martin Patterson, I think Jay Fergs, Ray Cornford, Tim, or TMRNBN, it goes on, Egap Nala, something, and Benoit Renard. Sometimes I mess up my names. I'm sorry. All right, what we're going to listen to is Beethoven's Symphony No. 7. We're going to watch a live performance, as we often do. You guys kind of notice that, like, every other month I've been doing a classical music. I'm trying to keep up on that. So yeah, that's what we're doing for the second week of June with Beethoven 7th Symphony. After that, we're once again going in a different direction. I've never listened to this band, so we're going into definitely new territory. This particular album has been suggested by John Smith, Art Rock, Eduardo Ferreira, and actually that's just you guys, and User with a bunch of other names and stuff after and stuff. So this is going to be a 1984 album, second studio album by this particular band, with the genre, a very simple and quaint genre of heavy metal. And for your dose of heavy metal on the 3rd week of June, we're going to be listening to Don't Break the Oath by the band Merciful Fates. Like I said, never heard of them, but that's what's happening on the 3rd week. I could almost make this a song. On the 3rd week of June. Needs more syllables. All right, let's move on to the 4th week. How you feeling so far? I got a decent variety, you know. Let's move on to the 4th week, which once again, switching gears. That was my shoulder. To different places. This particular album has been, you see, we're doing all albums besides the symphony. This has been suggested by Monkey Mark, Bob Wheeler, The Philwood, Ball Jean, Macau Osana, MDR, Robert Carr, and Adrian Imnis. And I also believe Rand Kelly had recommended this album. And this will be the 1976 debut album from this progressive rock band. And that will be the album In the Region of the Summer Stars by the band The Enid. And that will take up our 4th week in June. And then finally, ending the month, ending our Long Song Saturdays for this time, we're going to move on to this album, which had been suggested by Nomis Nestrel. Veg de Gaulle, some of the names, guys. Morcalvalin, Jesper Servin Hoggers, Dennis Mason, Wanderson Oliveira, Chris Meadows, Wagstaff, Cleve Crudgington, B.J.W. Nash, Mark Scribe. The list just goes further from there. Linus Photograph. It goes on. This album is the debut album, a few debut albums here. Released 1977 with genres of art rock and post-punk. This will be the album The Idiot by Iggy Pop, David Bowie aficionado, friend, and companion here musically. So that's what we're going to be doing for the month of June. I hope that there's something in there that gets you. I think that this is a pretty decent variety and quality lineup, but that's just me. You got Elton John with Honky Chateau, Beethoven with the Seventh Symphony, Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath, The Enid in the Region of the Summer Stars, and Iggy Pop finally closing out June with The Idiot. So hope that there's something in there. Hold on, let me bring you in for this one. I want to bring you in a little closer. There, right about there. I hope there's something that tickles your fancy. That's it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I zoomed out too far. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's enjoy the month of June and what's upcoming. And stay cool out there, you cool cats. Bye-bye.